Okay, welcome back. This is part 3 of lesson 4 in Unit 8. So now we're going to look at some examples of being able to tell whether or not a data set is skewed. So here we've got this table shows the number of days over the course of a month the specific numbers of apples were sold by competing grocers. So we've got grocery store A and grocery store B, okay? And we have the number of apples that are sold. So we're going to do grocery store A first. And you can see we go from 0 up to about 300. So we're going to make the table do this. We're going to go 0 for here, then 100, 200, and 300, and 400. So we're skipping every, so we've got 0, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. So you can see I'm not writing the 50s, okay? So, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing for grocer B, 0, 100, 200, 300, and 400 at the end. All right, so let's look at the two. All right, let's start with grocer A. So, number of apples sold was 0. There was 1 day, so I'm going to put an X there. 50, there were 4 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. 100 apples, there were 8 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 150, there were also 8 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's pretty even. 200 apples, there were 4 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 250, there was 1 day. And then 300 apples, there were 0. Okay, so they have none. So if I look at this data, it forms a pretty nice even curve. So we would say a couple of things. One, it's symmetric. Okay? And the other is that the number of apples sold each day is even about the mean. So the mean is somewhere here in the middle. Okay? Grocery store B, the number of times they sold 0 apples was 3. The number of times they sold 50 was 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number of times they sold 100 was 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number of times they sold 150 was also 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The number of times that they sold 200 was 2. 1, 2. Number of times they sold 250 was 2. 1, 2. The number of times that they sold 300 was 1. So this data is not a nice even curve. Notice that we have these things that are slanting down over here. So we would say that this is right skewed. Okay, it's a right skewed. The number of apples sold is unevenly distributed, about the mean. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Down here, table shows the number of free throws attempted during a basketball game. Make a dot plot and determine the type of distribution. Then explain what the distribution means for the data set. So we're going to number these again. We're going to go 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, number of free throws. Team A. There were 2 that got 0. 1, 2. There were 2 that got 2. 1, 2. There were 4 that got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 that got 6. And 2 that got 8. So if I look at this data, you can see it looks pretty even. We would say that it is symmetric, okay? And we would say that the number of free throws is evenly distributed about the mean. And what we mean when we say about the mean, it just means that they're grouped around the mean evenly. So we've got roughly, like, if this is the mean, which it probably is because it's in the middle, the mean is always kind of the average, and we've got basically the same shape on each side. Team B, the number of 0 free throws was 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 free throws was 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 3 throws, 2. 6 3 throws, 2. 8 3 throws is 1. Okay, you can see this is not even. This is skewed to the right. And then fewer than half of the team members' shots are at a number of free throws that were greater than the mean. Okay, so you can see most of this is over here. So it's, again, if the mean is in the middle, you can see fewer than half. Okay, fewer than half the teams free throws are greater than the mean. So even though the mean would be somewhere in here, most of the team is below that mean. Okay. All right. So that's the end of our look at some more descriptive statistics and then looking at the distributions. I know in this note packet I also gave you guys lesson 5. Hold off on that. I realized as I got into this that lesson 4 is pretty lengthy, so we're just going to concentrate on lesson 4 for class tomorrow.